We welcome you tonight from your living rooms, barns, and watch parties like the one happening at Gulfstream Park right now. Tonight, we celebrate the champions of 2020, even as we see champions of 2021 already emerging for next year. Being involved in thoroughbred racing is not just a hobby, but a way of life for many who live the dream of producing a racehorse champion. Who will take home tonight's most prestigious awards? Who will be crowned the prestigious Florida Breeder of the Year? And who will be recognized with the Needles Award for Outstanding Small Breeding Operation? Stay with us to find out.
The Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association Champions Award Show, presented by Stonehedge Farm South and brought to you by the Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association and Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services. Peterson Smith Equine Hospital and Complete Care, Bridlewood Farm, Seminole Feed, and Showcase Properties of Central Florida.
And now let's go to FTBOA CEO Lonnie Powell, who is standing by at the FTBOA offices in the horse capital of the world, Ocala, Florida.
Thank you, Barbara. On behalf of the FTBOA, it is my pleasure to welcome each and every one of you to our 2020 Champions Award Show. This is our yearly opportunity to recognize and reward some of the very best and most successful Florida thoroughbred horses, farms, breeders, owners, and connections. To the nominees, to the winners, and to everyone involved in our great Florida thoroughbred breeding and racing industry, we salute you and we thank you. I'd also like to thank FTBOA Associate Vice President Tammy Gant and Horse Capital Television's Sean Kaplan and Barbara Hooper for the much appreciated effort to put this show together. As a consistent top 3 producer of North American thoroughbreds, the people and economics of our great state of Florida and our community continue to benefit from the thoroughbred industry's annual economic impact of just under $3 billion. Just under 25,000 jobs, an industry that exceeds the size and scope of baseball spring training. As far as our impact on the racing programs and on the wagering at our flagship tracks here in Florida, Gulfstream and Tampa Bay Downs, the proof can easily be seen in our 2021 numbers, where Florida breds won 32% of the races at the recently completed Gulfstream Park Championship meet for all comers from all over the country. 66% of those winning Florida breds at Gulfstream were sired by Florida stallions. And if we look at Tampa Bay Downs, 37% of the winners were Florida breds. And of those Florida breds, an incredible 72% were sired by Florida stallions. Now, as we look ahead, we look to next year, we are hoping to see you in person at our 2022 gala, which is really just around the corner. It'll be celebrating our 2021 champions at the Circle Square Cultural Center in Ocala in March, and a date soon to be announced. Now, to move forward, it is with great pleasure that I turn the microphone over to our FTBOA president, Dr. Phil Matthews. Phil has been a true role model for selfless service to our association and our Florida thoroughbred breeding industry, as illustrated by his 11 years as an FTBOA director, 10 of those as an officer, and of those 10, 3 as our president and our chairman of the board. In addition to working with his family and overseeing his Cedar Grove farm, professionally, Phil is well known throughout the world as a top reproductive veterinarian. It is now my pleasure to say, Phil, please take it away.
Thanks, Lonnie. I'm so honored to be here to recognize the hard work and dedication that goes into each horse to achieve these awards, recognizing our 2020 Florida champions. The 2020 successes of Florida bred champions include a Breeders' Cup winner, 3 Grade 1 wins, 6 Grade 2 wins, and 2 Grade 3s. More than half of the champions we award tonight were produced by Florida sires, and they've won coast to coast and internationally. A huge congratulations to each and every breeder, owner, trainer, and horse for achieving success. Now let's honor the achievements of breeders and owners with small and big operations from far and wide tonight, as we turn the evening back to our host, Barbara Hooper.
Thanks, Phil and Lonnie. And now for our first award of the evening. It's for the Florida Thoroughbred Champion 2-year-old and goes to Golden Pal, the first Florida bred to win the Breeders' Cup Turf Sprint.
And they're into the stretch, and Golden Pal is kicked away again, and did he ever? Oh, he's 5 in front as they come to the final furlong. Cowan on the outside has moved up into second. You better believe it has come up the rail. Golden Pal, another 16th to go. You better believe it, and Cowan chasing him home. Coming to the wire, it is Golden Pal winning the Juvenile Turf Sprint.
The champion colt is trained by Wesley Ward and is owned by Randy Lowe, who owns only one other horse, Golden Pal's dam, Lady Shipman, who foals at Ryan Barbizon's Racing and Bloodstock. Ryan's place is also where the colt was yearly prepped. Golden Pal finished 2020 with 4 wins, 2 seconds, and 2 thirds, earning nearly $600,000. Also joining the champion 2-year-old ranks is the filly Princess Secret. Princess Secret is by Florida stallion Kozan, standing at Ocala-based Journeyman Stud. She quickly became a black type winner of more than $430,000. Bred by Brent and Crystal Furnung, the filly won 2 legs of the Florida Sire Stakes series, winning the Susan's Girl Stakes and the My Dear Girl Stakes.
Oh, Deborah on the outside challenging Princess Secret, who digs deep. These two have kicked on. Laura Moore's back to third. Go Jojo Go is not getting it done today with a final 16th to run. Oh, Deborah's on the outside of Princess Secret, who's all heart toward the rail. Princess Secret is still in front, and Princess Secret would not be denied. Princess Secret is now up to take the lead. Rest of the story cuts the corner and tries to fight back second. Freak is third. Big Rings needs to do better than Go Jojo Go. Less than 1/8 of a mile to go in the My Gear Girl. On the inside, rest of the story is Dead Game, and she's boxing hard to try to get Princess Secret. Princess Secret, rest of the story, nip and tuck.
She is owned and trained by Daniel Pita, who bought her out of Ocala Breeders' Sale's yearling sale. He took her to a record of 3 wins and 2 seconds in 5 starts. The 2020 champion 3-year-old colt is Collusion Illusion. Collusion Illusion was bred by Donald Disney, owner of Double Diamond Farm, and was raced by Dan J. Agnew, Jerry Schneider, Rodney E. Orr, and MyRacehorse.com. He was trained by Mark Platt. The horse concluded the 2020 season with 2 stakes wins and 2 thirds, taking the Grade 1 Bing Crosby Stakes at Del Mar Racetrack.
Collusion Illusion is making a run down toward the rail. Then Heartwood, and on the far outside, Lexitonian is flying late. Collusion Illusion, Lexitonian. These two, Collusion Illusion and Lexitonian. 1-2 on the wire in the Bing Crosby.
He won just over $300,000 in 2020, and he was schooled at Ocala-based Mayberry Farm and then was consigned to the OBS 2-year-old in training sale. Speech is the champion 3-year-old filly, thanks to turning in a Grade 1 stakes winning performance at Keeneland Racecourse in track record time, among her many other accomplishments.
Speech, Venetian Harbor. These two going at it as they come toward the final furlong of the Central Bank Ashland. Speech with a narrow lead. Speech now drawing clear by 2 from Venetian Harbor. On Futant then Bonnie South. It is Speech and Javier Castellano to win the Central Bank Ashland.
Speech is by Mr. Speaker and was bred by Gail Rice, who is already on a roll in 2021, having bred Medina Spirit. The filly is owned by Eclipse Thoroughbred Partners, Madiket Stables, and the Hyder Family Stables. She is trained by Michael W. McCarthy. While we're on the topic of breeder Gail Rice, she's had an incredible year in 2021, but her success began a year earlier in 2020. Tonight, she is also being honored as the Needles Award recipient. The award is named after Needles, who was the first Florida bred to win the Kentucky Derby in 1956. The Needles Award was established to honor Florida's breeders who own outstanding small thoroughbred operations. Gail posted earnings of more than $500,000 and a record of 26 starts with 6 firsts, 4 seconds, and 8 thirds, and she was represented by 1 black type stakes winner in 2020, Speech.
Speech is really special because my son and I went to the sale and we picked her out at the sale, and we loved the way she moved and her body, and I picked her stallion, And it was like, this was me. This was my pick, the one I wanted to breed her to. I always hoped to get a good horse. And with the couple of mares that I've always had at one time, 2 or 3 mares at a time, you just like, well, I want to make money. I want to do this. I want to improve as we go, as the years go by. But to have this happen, like, boom, here she is. And she wins a grade 1 and sets a track record. I was like, woo, this is big. Thank you, God.
Our next award recipient is CZ Rocket. CZ Rocket is a dual champion for 2020, being named Champion Older Male and Champion Male Sprinter. The road for the 2014 gelding has led him from being sold for 6 figures as a 2-year-old to the claiming ranks to graded stakes victories. He was bred by Vincenta Perez's Farm 3 Enterprises. He was purchased for $800,000 out of Stevens Thoroughbred consignment at the 2016 OBS June sale. Starting the year in the claiming ranks, a change of trainer to Peter Miller and a change of ownership to Tom Cagle, Mattakit Stables, and Gary Barber to lead a 5-race win streak. He showed his blazing speed in the Pat O'Brien Stakes at Del Mar.
They're coming into the final furlong. Flagstaff between. CZ Rocket on the outside. Law-abiding Citizen fights on from the rail. CZ Rocket, Flagstaff, Law-abiding Citizen coming down to the wire. CZ Rocket wins the Pat O'Brien and heads to the Breeders' Cup.
And then his grittiness in the Santa Anita Sprint Championship Stakes.
And CZ Rocket with those big strides on the outside. CZ Rocket has collared Flagstaff close to home, but if Flagstaff keeps fighting, CZ Rocket, Flagstaff, CZ Rocket. What a run from him.
He closed out the year second in the Breeders' Cup Sprint, leaving him with 2 graded stakes wins and more than $650,000 on the year. And stay tuned, we are coming right back with more awards and champions right after this brief commercial break.
The Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association Champions Award Show, presented by Stonehedge Farm South and brought to you by the Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association and Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services. Peterson Smith Equine Hospital and Complete Care. Bridlewood Farm, Seminole Feed, and Showcase Properties of Central Florida.
Hello, I'm Valerie Daly of Showcase Properties of Central Florida. Horses are the lifeblood of the horse capital of the world and enrich the lives of many. Our farm specialists are equine enthusiasts who are actively involved in our local equestrian community. If you're ready to discover Ocala, contact Showcase Properties of Central Florida to begin your unique real estate journey with one of our experienced agents today.
Hi, I'm Bill Allen. We're blessed to be able to live and work in North Central Florida, the horse capital of the world. And just as horses define Marion County and North Central Florida, I believe being local matters, with a better understanding of the character and culture of the communities we serve. Our hands-on approach has helped us recover hundreds of millions of dollars for our clients over the past 20 years. If you've been injured and need help, we're ready to go to work for you. Allen Law Firm, official sponsor of the horse capital of the world.
Run with us on a John Deere Z700 Series Z-Track mower and get the job done fast. Because the day, no matter how early you rise, is a whole lot shorter than your to-do list. Nothing runs like a Deere. Run with us. Search John Deere Z700 for more.
We are halfway through our Florida bred horse champions of the night and will return to their honors shortly. Now we will focus on stallions and trainers who've received honors based on their 2020 statistics. Our first Florida Champion Stallion Award goes to Jess's Dream, a 2012 Bay horse by Champion Horse of the Year Curlin out of Champion Horse of the Year Rachel Alexandra. He is the 2020 leading Florida freshman sire by progeny earnings of more than $400,000. He was represented by 27 runners, 7 winners, and 1 Florida-bred black-type stakes winner, rest of the story. He stands at Ocala Stud as property of Barbara Banke's Stone Street Thoroughbreds and Ocala Stud. Cozon is your 2020 Leading Florida Juvenile Sire and Leading Florida Active Sire of the Year, a 2012 bay horse by Distorted Humor out of Delta Princess. Cozon led juvenile sires with more than $1.3 million, and total progeny earnings were more than $3.5 million. He represented 93 runners with 52 winners, including 5 Black Type Stakes winners and 7 Black Type Stakes horses placing second. His top runners included Daniel Pita's Princess Secret and a foursome of Marilyn and Gil Campbell's Stonehedge runners, Poppy's Pride, Go Jojo Go, Liam's Lucky, and Legal Deal. He stands at Brent and Crystal Furnung's Journeyman Stud. He was also 2019 Leading Florida Freshman and Juvenile Sire. He stands as property of a syndicate.
You know, it's such a privilege to own a horse like him, and we've got such great partners. To have a horse like this it's pretty rare, you know, to be able to do this, and he's such a cool horse himself that it's been a real fun trip.
We're really fortunate. I mean, before Cozon come along, we experienced quite a bit of success with Wildcat Air, who I think 4 times was leading sire in Florida. To be able to repeat that with short notice with a horse like Cozon is just amazing.
Kathleen O'Connell once again was named leading trainer by Races 1, making it her 13th award in this category. She led all Florida bred trainers with 325 starts, with 60 wins and 1 black type win, earning more than $1.28 million. Her top trainees were This Is My Time, Sweet Mia, Top Boss, Apache, and Our Fantasy. Ralph E. Nix was named leading trainer by earnings with more than $1.76 million in earnings, and was also named leading trainer by black type wins with 5 black type wins out of 189 starts. His top trainees were Chivalry, Breeze on By, Cezanne, Liam's Lucky Charm, Big Daddy Dave, Big Rings, Oh Deborah, Garter and Tie, and Lure Him In. Nix has previously won Leading Trainer of the Year by Florida Bred earnings in 2017. And now we continue with our Florida Bred champion runners. The champion female sprinter for 2020 is Ladies Island. The Georgina Baxter trainee was in top form in 2020, winning 3 stakes, including the Grade 3 Sugar Swirl Stakes by a dramatic head.
Jaramillo trying to get 1 more furlong from Ladies Island. She leads by 2.5. Cinnabunny starts to gather some momentum with Sound Machine. Bronx Beauty on the stand side. Ladies Island slowing down. Here they come after her. Here's the line. Photo finish.
Bred by Bailey Bolin, she is owned by Matisse Racing Stable and Averill Racing, who loved her impressive wins in 2020, including the Musical Romance Stakes, which earned her a bonus of $25,000 thanks to being a Florida bred.
And 4 on top. Wildwood's Beauty is still second. Irad trying to steer her from run on, but Ladies Island is still finding up front. Ladies Island well clear out here. 3-1 the price, and Ladies Island is a gate-to-wire winner. Ladies Island sharp in victory. She won the Musical Romance while never threatened.
She earned just over $219,000, posting a record of 4 wins, 2 seconds, and a third in 8 starts. March to the Arch joins his half-brother Global Access as a Florida bred champion. Both are homebreds of Charlotte Weber's Live Oak stud. Global Access was named champion 3-year-old colt in 2019, and March to the Arch is the 2020 Florida bred male turf horse. He kicked off his season winning 1 mile and a 16 in the Sunshine Million Turf Stakes.
Down the center and March to the Arch, renewed energy from Curlin's Honor. Galleon Mass knifes between horses. Muggsamatic has the lead. March to the Arch, surging at him. Here it is, it's March to the Arch.
March to the Arch followed his Hall of Fame trainer Mark Cassidy to Canada to post his next win in the Grade 2 King Edward Stakes.
Might beat them all. March to the Arch, rattling home on the outside, and March to the Arch is grabbing Admiralty Pier in the final furlong and really has come alive beautifully for Rafael Hernandez. Wins the King 80 by 2 lengths. March to the Arch.
The 2015 Bay Gelding out of a German mare earned more than $346,000 for his efforts. He was one of 7 Florida bred stakes winners, bred by Weber's Live Oak stud, and raced under her Live Oak Plantation Silks. Sometimes we get better with age, and this has been the case for our next champion. She was older female and female turf horse in 2019, and Starship Jubilee repeats as Florida bred champion in both categories for 2020. Starship Jubilee has a dominating season in 2020, winning 1 Grade 1 and 3 Grade 2 stakes and 5 out of 7 starts.
On the inside, Call Me Love, and on the outside, it is Starship Jubilee. Starship Jubilee now takes the lead from Call Me Love. Sister Charlie is in third. They come for the finish in the Boston Spa, and it's going to be Starship Jubilee to win it by a head.
Jehoshaphat has the lead. Here's Beautiful Lover on the outside, and Starship Jubilee is there between horses. Here's Starship Jubilee in front. Beautiful Lover on the outside. Gamely can't get to the leader. Starship Jubilee. She remains razor sharp to take the Hillsborough 1.5 lengths.
Tappa today is back to second, then in between horses, Magic Star is loose, but she's too late now as Starship Jubilee has fled the scene. It's Starship Jubilee into the final 16th, widening, and she's your Swanee River Stakes winner. Starship Jubilee in front.
Her combination of breeder William P. Soren, owner Bonnie Baskin's Blue Heaven Farm, and Canadian trainer Kevin Attard led to earnings for more than $921,000 in 2020, bringing her overall earnings to more than $2 million, making her the 175th Florida bred millionaire. She also garnered the Sovereign Award for 2019 Canadian Horse of the Year and Sovereign Awards for 2017, 2018, and 2019 Champion Turf Female, thanks to performances like these. Stay tuned. When we come back, we will be announcing the biggest awards of the night, including the Horse of the Year, Broodmare of the Year, the Leading Owner of the Year by Florida Bred Earnings, and the Florida Breeder of the Year.
The Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association Champions Award Show, presented by Stonehedge Farm South, and brought to you by the Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association and Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services, Peterson Smith Equine Hospital and Complete Care, Bridlewood Farm, Seminole Feed, and Showcase Properties of Central Florida.
Hello, I'm Valerie Daly of Showcase Properties of Central Florida. For more than 20 years, we've been helping people buy and sell real estate with confidence, and you'll always find us actively involved in the community by supporting local arts and culture, mentorship and youth programs, and equestrian events, the lifeblood of the horse capital of the world that does much to enrich the lives of many. If you're ready to discover Ocala, contact one of our experienced agents today.
This is my why. Let me fight to protect yours.
This is Karen, and this is her land. She's been here a long time, along with Mojo. The first fence post went up here. Now there's 5,000 of them. After the storm, she started the cleanup here. And when she needs some peace and quiet, she always finds it right here. This is more than just land, it's home. Karen runs with us on a John Deere 3E Series tractor, because who says a day's work has to take all day? Nothing runs like a Deere. Search John Deere 3E Series for more.
Before the break, we highlighted dual champion Starship Jubilee. Here is her 2020 Grade 1 win in the Woodbine Mile Stakes.
And a Starship Jubilee, and as they come down the lane, Olympic Runner is wider and racing out in front. Going to the front, War of Will with Admiralty Pier. They share it from Starship Jubilee. Olympic Runner down the outside and March to the Arch getting home between horses, but Starship Jubilee has run to the front, and Starship Jubilee out in front of War of Will. March to the Arch into second spot, but Starship Jubilee has gone on to defeat the boys in the Rico Woodbine Miles.
Tonight we are pleased to announce that Starship Jubilee adds yet another title to her name, Florida Bred Horse of the Year. Congratulations, breeder William P. Soren, owner Bonnie Baskin's Blue Heaven Farm, and Canadian trainer Kevin Attard. We also congratulate the 2019 Joseph O'Farrell Memorial Award winners, Bill and Lynn Rainbow of the Acorn, who consigned the horse when she was purchased out of the OBS August yearling sale in 2014. We are now rejoined by FTBOA CEO Lonnie Powell, who is standing by with the connections of Horse of the Year Starship Jubilee.
How does it feel to have a horse like that? And how does it feel that Florida breds, and Florida's no slouch racing place, breeding place. How's it feel to be Florida Bred of the Year? I mean, what's it like? Bonnie, I'd go to you first. What's it feel like?
It's really thrilling on a variety of different levels, with pride that I have with respect to Adam and his wonderful leadership. As you know, Adam was the one that saw her and acquired her and gave her the chance with Kevin, to be able to really show everything that she had. When everybody talks about, breeding that Grade 1 winner or breeding that horse that's going to be in the Breeders' Cup, but this was just as thrilling because it was almost as if we had done that.
It was an incredible 2 years. You go into, when you're kind of been in the business, we haven't been in it too terribly long, but long enough to know how tough all of this is and know that the disappointments outnumber the successes through no fault of your own. It's just the nature of the business. So you really learn to appreciate the successes that you have. And we were very fortunate to have been able to find her specifically at that sale, but larger than that, I'm fortunate to have had built the relationship with Kevin, and fortunate to have mentorship, leadership, and confidence from my mom, who's made the operation what it is. And also, Jamie, our farm manager, who just, the best in the business and, keeps this place running. It's a cliche, but it's a team effort through and through.
We had people texting us just from all different states saying, I'm watching my first race ever today. I placed my first bet. I'm just so excited to be part of this journey with you guys. And there's really no replacing that. And there's no better ambassador for the sport than a horse like her, or a trainer like Kevin, who has such an engaging story and who are such competitors. It's just really been an experience that I know doesn't come along often, but I hope we get to experience again.
My dad, who Adam's grandfather, who just turned 100, he was really the one who kind of began the legacy of the horse business for us. When he and I bought our first horses in I guess it was the early 2000s, 2001 actually, all through 2020, when she raced in Florida, he was able to go and to see her. So that was a very, very special thing, just from a personal perspective.
She's doing wonderfully since she got here. She's in foal, and the boss of her field, and we hope that the second phase of her life is just as exciting and successful as the previous phase. But we have, we're looking forward to, taking care of her and treating her like the queen she is for hopefully the next 10, 15 years.
The 2020 Florida Broodmare of the Year award goes to the dam of Starship Jubilee, Perfectly Wild. Breeder William Soren also bred Perfectly Wild. She is a product of several generations in the making for Soren and his father, going back to her dam, Perfect Arc, out of the stallion, Brown Arc. The 2003 unraised homebred is by Forest Wildcat, and she proves that generation of breeding pays off. The Joseph O'Farrell Memorial Award is presented annually by the Ocala Breeder Sales to honor the original consignor of the best Florida bred racehorse offered at public auction in Florida. Joseph O'Farrell was a pioneer in establishing public thoroughbred auctions in Florida, and the award is named in his memory. Mayberry Farm was the original consignor of Florida bred champion Collusion Illusion for the OBS April 2019 sale, where the horse was purchased for $300,000 by Mark Glatt, agent for his ownership Dan Agnew, Jerry Schneider, Rodney Orr, and MyRacehorse.com. Mayberry Farm is run by Jeannie Mayberry and her daughters April and Summer. April and Summer are fourth-generation racehorse folks on both sides. Their great-grandfather, John Mayberry, trained the 1903 Kentucky Derby winner. They continue the outstanding legacy of their great-grandfather with the honor of the Joseph O'Farrell Memorial Award. And now for the moment we've all been waiting for, the Florida Breeder of the Year and the leading owner of the year by Florida Bred Earnings. Congratulations, Charlotte Weber, Live Oak Stud and Live Oak Plantation. Her breeding entity, Live Oak Stud, posted earnings of nearly $2.5 million in 301 starts with a record of 58, 43, 41. Florida champion March to the Arch led the way to her winning 7 graded stakes and $2 million in earnings out of 199 starts. The 2020 season posted 39 wins, 25 seconds, and 35 third-place finishes. This is the 4th Florida Breeder of the Year award for Live Oak Stud. This is the 5th award for Live Oak Plantation for leading owner by Florida Bred earnings. FTBOA CEO Lonnie Powell now rejoins us with Charlotte Weber.
First and foremost, as CEO of the FTBOA, Charlotte, I mean, it is an extreme pleasure to once again present you with 2 of the largest achievement awards available in our industry, and that is 2020 Owner of the Year and 2020 Breeder of the Year. Tell me what the feeling's like when you're the head of a team like that and these type of awards come your way with some consistency.
Well, I think it's a very good way to incentivize your employees and the team. And when I win these awards, or when you've been so generous and presented them to me, it's not my award. It's a team effort from the first groom, from the broodmare side on right through the training division. And I think those are the people that prop our industry up, and they're the people that have made Florida so important in the industry as a whole.
In addition to the great horses and the great people you have, tell me how important the brand is to you and to the legacy of your family.
Oh, I think it's very important because I think it represents me. So I say I'm high maintenance, and people look at me and say, we don't really need to do that. And I say, yes, you do, because when you cut one corner, you end up cutting another corner. And so for me, that's pride, to have the place always looking wonderful. I want Live Oak to look like a slick racehorse when it comes out of the barn. I mean, the coat should be good, they should be, shiny and physically fit to run. And I want Live Oak to always look like it's presenting itself with its best foot forward.
You're always striving for improvement in quality and excellence. And again, that shows out here in these awards that you're getting for 2020. I shouldn't leave out March to the Arch. Anything you'd like to say about Arch?
Oh, Arch is just a good old campaigner, and he's being treated like every gelding should be. He'll be at home for Live Oak and going to the Ritz forever. If he's not at the track, he's treated me well, and I'll treat him well.
Charlotte, it's been an honor once again to present you with the Breeder of the Year and the Owner of the Year. It's folks like you that really provide the shoulders that everybody else stands on going forward. And we thank you so much for that performance and of excellence on your part and your team's part, and the Live Oak brand. So congratulations once again, and we look forward to doing this in person, because I imagine you'll be looking for some hardware for the year 2021 before it's all over.
I hope so.
we wish you the best on the track and in the breeding shed between now and then. So thank you very much. It's always a real pleasure to talk to you, and again, congratulations.
Thank you very much, Lonnie, and thank you and your whole team and all the officers of the FTBOA and all the people that vote in the press, too.
I hope you enjoyed our show. We look forward to seeing you in person next year to celebrate the 2021 champions. And now let's go back to Phil Matthews at the FTBOA Florida Thoroughbred Museum.
Thank you, Barbara and Lonnie. Congratulations to all award winners and their connections. We are excited for the future for all Florida owners and breeders and our great Florida bred horses. I hope you enjoyed our show, and we look forward to seeing you in person next year to celebrate the 2021 champions and our 2022 awards gala. to be held in March at the Circle Square Cultural Center in Ocala. Thank you for your participation in our industry, as well as your support and membership in FTBOA.
Thanks, Phil. From our Horse Capital TV studios in Ocala, Marion County, the horse capital of the world, a registered trademark of the Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association. Thanks for watching.
Barbara Hooper's wardrobe provided by Dillard's, Market Street at Heathbrook, Ocala. Jewelry provided by Goss & Son Jewelers, downtown Ocala.